Hello friends and welcome back. It has been one of the most exciting Sunday night fights we can remember in a very long time. And let me just say, I thought the British were supposed to be jolly. Boy, those last two games we saw Brits just rolling through people's bases and tearing some stuff up. And let's give a big hand to our strategy shoutcaster, BioSparks. He did a great job doing analysis last game. He is an expert on all things COH and a credit to his community. Thank you, BioSparks. And now, without further ado, we are about to start the epic fifth game in this fifth five-game series between two giants of the game, Sepha and Kot. So without further ado, I will be joined by my co-host, Ami Politsai-Funk. I probably screwed up his name again, even though I've known him my whole life. And let's roll that video, Budwise, right now and get this game started.
Sometimes you just put your foot in your mouth or your hand up your... Yeah. Welcome back in replays. It's Sunday night. We've got Game 5, the ace match, the exciting finale of Sepha versus Kot. Look at that. Seb's overlay has never seen such a workout as it has seen tonight. 2-2. First time that overlay has ever displayed those big numbers. I'm going to follow Sepha, and I am playing the Wehrmacht. If you would be so kind as to follow Kot, who is playing Americans on Langres. We get to see, they started with vanilla, then they went all OF crazy, and now we're back to vanilla. And I just have a feeling that is inspired by a file size, that this is going to be a great game! What do you think?
This is vanilla COH with two great players, and Sepha playing his traditional Wehrmacht. Oh my god, if he gets a sniper, I may nut myself, because his sniper micro is so out of control good.
Indeed, indeed. He might just start his patented couple turnies ago double Volks to sniper start that we've named after him, as he was the first to really play it to prominence in his 1v1 tournament winning run. That's right, he has that black banner under his belt, and even though we don't have medals on GR, Sepha owns one of those black ribbons with the two yellow, that little tournament winner. He's got one. He's got one of the first ones, actually. He's got two. What am I saying? He won the first tournament, and then he won that other tournament. And so Kot is like the whipper start, the young up-and-coming challenger to the throne here. Let's see if he can knock out the heavyweight champ, Sepha. And let's get this started. I'm at 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Take us away, Ami.
We're going to start this game in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1, unpause, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I just got to scream at you one more time. Let's get ready to rumble! Politsai-Funk and Yoink. We are on Langres in Normandy, and we're going to watch some Americans and some Wehrmacht try to kick each other's butts.
Is this map awesome or what? I mean, come on, with the new balance changes, you cannot not have a great game on this map. Every game that we have seen Sunday Night Fights play on this map, it's been some sort of bloody carnage, awesome wreckage. I mean, this is where we saw Cott beat Armstrong with his PE. I mean, Cott's one of the guys that actually was able to take down our recent champion in at least one game on this very map. So it's going to be great. Great!
Yeah, this is the good stuff. Big ups to Mitchie, the community member who designed and created this beautiful map, Langres. It has become a tournament staple almost from the first moment that it was in the rotation. And yeah, you know, like this is the one that they did not veto. So this was, you know, Wreck Train veto. Even Sepha got vetoed. Yeah, vetoed. And so here we are on Langres with fast roads and more flanking alleyways. And yeah, straight up vanilla 2 engineers to rifle start from Cott. And then what do you got? What is that funny little thing you got going there, Sepha?
He's got a little boat. He built a boat with wheels. With a gun. It's just a boat. I'm on a boat. Come on, woman, get on my boat.
You know, there aren't any rivers on Langres. That's one of the reasons we like the map. What are you doing with a little miniature boat?
I just like that the Company of Heroes developers, Relic, actually gave the Schwimmwagen the ability to cross rivers faster than the motorcycle and the Kettenrad, because like that's such a critical tactical advantage in this game or something. Being able to ford that one river on like Veer or something.
Yeah, Vire River, man, those were the days. How many 2v2 games did you play on Vire River, like you know, before they even had auto match 2v2 team games? Man, those were the days. But
oh man.
But actually, you know, the Schwimmwagen is kind of a beloved vehicle. There are a lot of collectors of, you know, military crafts that quite treasure their Schwimmwagens, because unlike a Tiger tank, which you can't really sort of drive around your lawn, you know, the Schwimmwagen you can restore it and you can get it running again, and you can, you know, like go into your pool or something. I don't know. You can have some fun with the thing.
What do you do in Berlin, Ami? What do you guys do over there?
Me personally, you know, I just sit around and troll game replays all day and abuse my global powers. No, I'm an artist. I do electronic installations. In fact, right now I'm programming with a microcontroller called Arduino. I'm programming installation for an architect who is about to do this big thing with moving doors and sensors and so forth. So I'm all into elotronics and programming and stuff. What about
we
you?
We are all into this game.
Now you gotta go.
Right now.
You gotta go. Oh, they're just fighting, you know. They're always fighting.
Look at these pioneers. They went into a house with no windows. They can't fire out of that house. Oh, jeez.
Man, those pioneers are dumb. Dumb pioneers
Why
are dumb.
Why did they do that? Now, that's like the equivalent of hiding in a closet.
Yeah, or like tying themselves to the goalpost, like when the team is charging forward with the soccer ball, and the goalie's like was bored, and anyway. No, but tell us what you do, Yoink.
I work in Los Angeles for CBS News for Channel 2, and anybody that lives and works in Los Angeles, California, might actually see me in the background in our newsroom when you see CBS 2 News and KCAL 9 news cut-ins. You have the anchor in the newsroom. I'm the little guy like way in the back sitting at the assignment desk, typing away furiously.
I'm so glad that we got to this in this conversation, because I just had like the greatest idea EVAR ever. I'm going to be in LA for the next 2 weeks. You and I should cast Sunday Night Fights like together, man. Like
we should find a way to do it from like our house. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, let's figure something out. That is a baller idea, right? So I'm going to come visit you for sure in LA, because that's my hometown, and I'm going out to visit my folks. And yeah, we'll do something together, man. Even if it's not an SNF, we'll just do a cast or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down for that. We could totally all host you for sure.
Where in LA are you?
Studio City.
That's so easy.
Like North
man.
Hollywood?
Yeah, that's so easy, dude. I'm gonna find your ass, and there's gonna be embarrassing pictures posted on Game Replays. Rock and roll.
Okay, hey, just Sunday Night Fights viewers, just so you know, if you guys can't find Yoink in a couple of days, call the police. It means that Ami has killed me. Call the police. Help me.
No, I am pretty fucking crazy. I'm gonna bring some, like, what would you like me to bring you anything from Berlin, like a nice lager or a Stein of Dunkelbier or was möchtest du?
We should talk about this afterwards because we are missing, I think, the best game of the series right now. Seriously, our viewers are saying, what is going on? And we are seeing combat all over. Look at the map. It's kind of split up 50-50. And we've got Volks versus Rifles in some classic engagements. Oh, mines! Blown up just south of the house. I gotta figure out what's going on with this game near here.
Yeah, it's tight, you know, it is. It's about 50-50. Here the Wehrmacht are trying to push into the right-hand side of the map. It's a bit different from the other vanilla games we saw, like Seb's games, for example. He sort of camped this middle area where the Volks are now and made it his fortress. In this game, Sepha's had a little bit more difficulty getting entrenched there, but it seems like he's making his way in now. You know, this is going to be a long game, so I think we're allowed a little bit of freedom. We've done hard casting work all night long. I think we're allowed to jibber-jabber a bit. It's okay. I think people are okay.
You know what we should do is we should invite all of our Sunday Night Fight viewers that are in the Southern California area to come and watch a live cast. Like, cram as many people.
Yeah,
like as many people into my office as possible in my living room or whatever, and see how many people we can get for a live show.
Yo! Can we take over CBS Studios one night? Like go in at like 1 o'clock? Do you have a key? I'm gonna get you fired.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring all this liquor. Oh yeah.
Sunday Night.
You do have a key?
Call the police. Dude, CBS News is open
dangerous.
24 hours. There's no need for a key.
Oh, darn. I was hoping, like, you know, like Diane Sawyer or whoever works there, like, wouldn't be around and we could sort of run the place, you know? That would be cool.
Well, it's quiet in the overnight hours. Oh, my gosh, combat in the middle. Oh, somebody dropped a bar on me right in the middle. Does Seph see it? I think one of Kott's riflemen almost died and dropped a bar.
He might see it, but he sure doesn't have any guys to go get it. So we're gonna have a 3-bar rifle squad there. Now they're +3 against infantry. Yeah.
So what do we got going on in the base? We got a supply yard up in Kott's base, but not enough fuel to do anything beyond that. And since he bought bars, it's sort of a strange mix: bars and a supply yard with no motor pool.
Indeed. Seph has gone tier 2, and he's pumping out some grenadiers here.
So map control has fallen slightly to the Americans here, as they control a lot of the key fuels, except for that one in the corner. They've got pretty good infantry ability, too, being that they have bars, but Sepha didn't put any veterancy or anything better than Volks Grenadiers on the field. So I'm going to call this game slightly in Kott's favor, but it still could be anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, but Kott's sort of confusion with teching, I'm wondering, you know, what his plan is. Finally, here comes the motor pool.
Yeah. But with only 21 fuel, plus 21 fuel, and 5 in the bank, it's going to be a while before we see anything good come out of that, unless it's an AT gun, but he doesn't really need that.
Some flamers triggered a mine right in the center, and although it knocked their health down to about nothing, all 3 of them survived, so, you know, he's got a triage, so that's actually a great way to clear a mine, right? With your face.
Yeah, right, fall on them, and then walk back. See some Grenadiers on the field now. I got a Grenadier versus Bard Rifleman matchup, pretty even right now. Looks like Grenadiers are going to fall back to the safety of that MG42. No OPs on the field. Everybody's pretty much got standard income. Boy, it looks like both players are kind of waiting for the other to do something. Waiting for that first shock unit to come on the field. You know what? The motor pool was destroyed in favor of a weapon support center. And you don't see that very often. Somebody changed their mind.
Yeah, well, it's probably a good idea. I don't think he really had the fuel. Well, maybe. To support more than one M8. But, yeah, interesting.
You know what I bet it was? He saw Grenadiers, which means pack 38s, which means don't go motor pool.
Yeah, and perhaps he's expecting this sort of T2 Gren vet spam thing, and really the best counter for that is snipers. So he's preparing.
That's what's coming out right now. Snipers coming out. About 50% done.
We don't have a Kampfkraft Center up yet for Sepha, but he did just go to Tier 3, and now he's going to Tier 4, so I'm foreseeing some Wehrmacht tank play, perhaps a quick Ostwind.
You know what? Seph may be faking out Cott here, thinking that he might go heavy Tier 2, so Cott's going with the sniper and the MG combo, when instead he's going to pop out here in about 5 more minutes with Panzer IV or something like that. That would be a huge fake out.
I love that one Pio with 0 health who survived that fight in that stone house there by the left ammo. He was very brave. Yeah. He stuck it out, and his buddies managed to send the rest of the allies packing, so he was able to escape.
Boy, this is the second grenade that we've... Dude, these Grenadiers are doing evil work on this middle stone house. 2 grenades went in there already, and some of these Panzer Shreks have just been knocking guys out of the windows, and they have to retreat now finally under the withering fire of a flamer.
I really love both of the grenade buffs. I love the accuracy buff for Americans, and I love that that finally the Wehrmacht nade will actually throw in there and clear a bunch of guys out of a house, because that's what it ought to do. I mean, previously you'd have these sort of like limp nades that didn't really kill anything, and people would rarely even throw them. Yeah, it's good now that you can. It's like another reason to go Grenadier first, is that you have that nade. Oh, one guy left in the center. Oh, soft retreat.
Run! Oh.
Yeah, you're dead,
What
buddy.
happened?
Let's do a time sync. I'm at 12 minutes and 30 seconds, 31, 32, 33, and of course, Seph has to let his fans know that the retreat was bugged out. He tried to retreat, folks, but the game screwed him.
Isn't that the second time he's had a bug? He had that MG42 that ran all the way to Moscow in the other game, right?
Yeah, that's right. So, Seph, here he comes now with these Grenadiers. They're reinforced. They've already got 5 infantry kills, which is pretty impressive for a vanilla Grenadier squad who's only been out on the field
with a
for 1 or 2 engagement. And
it was that grenade.
4 is almost done. Let's see if they throw another one here. Yep, here comes another nade.
Dodged.
And, yeah, Cott was wise to that one. He fooled me once, not going to fool me again, so he got out of the way.
Okay,
I like
so
also
you have
that,
a motor pool up.
I like that here's the sniper, and he's working on the MG holding the fuel in the very corner there, and that MG should really just retreat, because, yeah, otherwise he's going to lose that squad. He does retreat. The sniper misses. That's fortunate, so that squad will survive. What I was going to say is I like that players in this patch will have to relearn nade dodging, because earlier in the game it was very important to be able to dodge nades, but I think players kind of lost that skill. But now everybody's going to have to learn how to do it again.
Yes. Now I can say that right now Cott is bringing an M8 onto the field, but you're going to tell me he is not expecting what's coming out of that Tier 4 building, is he? Whatever it is, he's not expecting it because whatever it is, he's not expecting it because he shouldn't be building an M8.
Yeah, my first guess was correct. It's an Ostwind. He doesn't have enough fuel to get anything more, so.
Yeah, there's some there's some bloody combat down here. Oh, another grenade right in their face! Oh, just took out one guy, killed one guy.
Yeah, Cott pulled off a great flank, and he does kill the Schwim. Now he should. Well, let's see. He's got 3 squads there. The Flamers are still very healthy, and indeed, the Grenadiers have to run. So, but here it comes. Bop, bop, bop. I can hear the sound. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm going to hear it. Bop, bop. Here it comes. There it is. Da-da, da-da, da-da.
Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
And the M8 says, what? I thought I was going to get to do some stuff. No, Mr. M8. You are like post-bars, post-WSC. You don't get to do nothing, man. You get to go, stop some harassing Pios in a corner somewhere.
Oh, boom! Oh, kited right into the mine.
That Ami's totally wrong. You get to be a hero and lead that sucker over those mines. What a star. I was so wrong. The little engine that could, right?
He's just bait. He's just dangling on the end of that hook right there. He's the worm on the end of the fishing line. And while he was able to, you know, what should have been a loss for the Americans, a lost M8, ends up being a draw by some very good micro and forethought and planning on Kott's behalf as he's able to kite right into that mine. Good work.
Seph's got his 2 Ostwinds out, but I'm afraid he's very low on capping power. All he's got is to support these Ostwinds is an MG squad, 1 set of Pyos, and that Grenadier squad. He lost both of his early bulks, and I think, you know, that's Seph maybe showing either some fatigue or maybe just his, you know, Seph's getting older with the game here, and, you know, earlier I don't think we would have seen him lose those 2 bulk squads. So now he's really hurting for capping power, and it's going to be slow for him to retake this map.
Yeah, it is. You know, and these guys, it's a grudge match. 5 games is a lot to play, especially when you're right at the edge of your seat. Kott's got great micro, Seph's got great micro. Both of them are probably sweating. You know what I mean? This is for a big $30. $30.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Go through like 8 rounds, right? Play all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then another like best of 5 series that takes like 3 hours, and maybe, if you're lucky, win yourself enough for a new T-shirt.
Right. That's like, if you think about it, like you're making like $1 an hour. That's how much like your time is worth. You know, you've got the same skill level as someone who digs ditches.
CLH players are elite gamers. Look at that Ostwind micro all the way around behind the HQ. Oh, man.
Into a safe spot. Now he's just plunking away on the weapon support center.
He really should leave, though. He's not very healthy, and he needs to go home.
No, that AT gun is about 1 second coming out.
Yeah, Sepha's microing this other Ostwind. And just Kott is all over the place. His M8 upgun is
Ostwind number 1 is down. Nope.
Yeah, we saw that coming. Ostwind number 2 just got sticky. It's looking grim for our expert.
That Ostwind, he's hiding behind a house right now. That AT gun is right on the other side of the house, and if he tries to move, I think he's so slow. Oh, he might run into it. There's also a mine right behind him. He is caught right between a mine and an AT gun place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but look, he's found this sort of narrow... Uh-oh, nope, there's a shot.
Uh-oh.
And if one more shot
get
goes
around?
off... Whoa! Go, Ostwind, go. Get out of there, please. Go faster.
Yeah, that'll pucker you up right there. Boy, map control's really fallen to the Americans now, though, and so is the manpower game. I mean, it looks like Kott's got 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, boy, what was that? What just...
Ostwind
that was that 18. Yeah, Ostwind went down.
Sniped. Yeah, Kott creeped to 57 up on the right-hand side, and... It's really nice the way Kott plays the angles with these 2 57s in tandem.
He's got a 57 with 2 bars of veterancy on it now, too. And as I was saying before, he's got 4 rifle squads, some of them with vet, a sniper, 2 AT guns. That's a pretty formidable force there. I don't know what Seph's going to do to get around that giant infantry force.
Yeah, Seph's only got 4 pieces in the game right now, and they're all welled up in his base. The third Ostwind is out on the field. I think he needs some Knight's Cross. He's got to be able to clear those AT guns somehow.
Sniper? I'm not sure. Medic bunker? Who knows?
Sniper would be so risky. He could.
We're losing territory.
A little veterancy on the Ostwind might also help against the AT guns, just a little. He's also down on the victory point game. You know, Kott has been very good about nailing victory points here in this game so far, and that is going to put added pressure on the Wehrmacht.
Sepha doesn't have much fuel, so I don't think Kampfkraft and veterancy is an option right now. He really needs units. He can't afford to try to get vet on like a single unit. So he's just going to have to spam out some capping power, maybe some Pyos or a Knight's Cross squad, and try to get a little bit of the map back.
Does he have munitions? Can he put flamers into the mix, or is he out of luck there? Because the American's floating 400 muni.
Yeah, Seph's got around 200, and he's gone Terror, so I think he's hoping later for a King Tiger. He is building Knight's Cross. They're halfway done. I think they will help. It'd be good if he could get 2 squads out. That would really help. Austin's flanking on the left. Another base rush coming here.
What is it? Oh boy, Tank Depot going up at the Americans' base, and 7 command points in the bank. No doctrine chosen yet, so that's interesting.
Do you remember Seb versus Armstrong on Semois, where Armstrong rushed Ostwinds, and Seb sort of stayed with airborne and infantry and eventually lost that game? Well, maybe Cott was a viewer because he built a tank depot. That will not be his fate.
I do remember that game. I watched it after the fact because I was gone on that Monday. But, boy, look at this giant cluster of this American infantry ball right here up in the north. Not really sure what they're setting up to do. Maybe a big push into the south. They've kind of abandoned the middle, and that's where the Germans are. So maybe there's going to be a big flank coming here, a big surprise flank on Seph.
Well, it's always good to sort of switch sides and confuse your opponent, and suddenly units that he thought were in the middle are now on the left. That's a great trap, and that's really nice tactics. So
yeah,
Cotton over there.
He's fanning out up there, kind of giving the German the idea to maybe get up there, and he's got an AT gun. Oh, he's kind of backing that off, though. That M10, though, is ready to take on that Ostwind right on the other side of the hedge. Seph may not see it yet.
I really like Seph's choice to spend his munitions. He just made a Stuka, and it's in his base, and it's about to fire.
Oh, that's something you don't see. We have not seen that this game yet. Oh, sticky bomb on the Ostwind. Is he going to close the trap now with this M10? It's now that it's been engine destroyed, he can come in and finish it off with this tank destroyer right here.
Oh no, the Stuka pretty much did nothing but knock the living crud out of his own Knight's Cross guys. I mean, see all that damage? That was all done by the Stuka. Isn't that horrible?
Oh.
Ostwin's down by the ammo, and oh man, Seph just can't get a break.
Yeah, dropping artillery on your Medal of Honor winners. These are Knight's Cross holders. That's got to be embarrassing for that Stuka driver. He's like, what? That's where you told...
I know, man. Look at this one guy retreating on his own, all lonely.
To fire! What?
A long time.
What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
He's going to take a long time to reinforce. It's going to be expensive. Seph's making another Ostwind. This will be the 4th.
Now he can stare at the unit that shot him in the back with laser-like hatred. You almost killed a hero of the Reich!
Yeah, I mean, they don't show all the things that happen in the COH. Actually, that Knight's Cross guy just ran over there, opened up the hatch, dragged that guy out, and gave him a couple, like, right in the nose, stupid rookie, pop, right in the face. But you didn't see that.
Nose getting... Right, that's not modeled in this game. You have to wait for COH2.
No.
Well, almost...
That's right.
You almost who got popped in the face was this retreating MG squad. Man, they just got out of there with their lives.
So now these Grens are double Shrek'd, and they will counter nicely that M10. Cott is playing very conservatively. He's sort of taking his time, keeping his units in nice formations. Here comes the Stuka with his 2nd attempt. Let's see where this lands. It's kind of behind these rifles. He's kind of firing blindly into the fog of war, and the Stuka, it just spreads all over the place and doesn't do much damage unless you've got some viz. So he needs a spotter out there for that thing.
Well, Seph might get this rifle squad down. Yes, that is a good victory. Seph needed that to take down that vet-run rifle squad. That's going to help him a little bit. Oh, it looks like Cott says now it's his turn to get bugged. So
these players, they don't make mistakes actually themselves. It's the game that did it. Seph's building his 2nd Knight's Cross squad, so those 2 squads will be able to work well in tandem. I like the double sec Grens to counter the M10. And Seph is clawing his way back into this. He's made the right decisions. He's built the right units.
But there's a problem.
I hope he can get back in this.
I'd like to direct your attention to the north part of the field, where Mr. Oh Hi Pershing says hello to these Knights Cross. Hi, how are you? Just wanted to stop by, say hello, see what's going on. What's up? Sup? Sup?
Our second
leaving
Pershing
already?
of the night. Yeah, Knights Cross. They none of them died, but they took tons of damage. That would require a med pack to help them out at all. And yeah, that Pershing, big fish. The M10 ran into the base. He's fighting these double Shrek Grens. The Osman's trying to play ring around the rows. Stuka's firing. Here comes some nice Shrek shots. Destroys engine and the M10 is down. The Osman live. Stuka firing at close range with Viz. Now that's when it's really effective. It kills a couple rifles. They have to run. And the Pershing is just kind of, I don't know, he's a bit slow. He's hanging out in the corner of the map, not really doing much. The MG's like, I hope that tank doesn't come any closer. Oh, good. Look, he just drove away. Cool.
Well, that Pershing is basically up there for security. That's his fallback, I think. COD is playing very defensively, like you said, and really he knows whatever happens, he can now play around with almost the rest of his forces and be a little more aggressive with them because he always has that giant American tank to fall back on. It's like an anvil, you know. Nothing is going to get by it. At least nothing right now that the Wehrmacht player has in his arsenal will even remotely touch that tank. Double Shrek squads, not going to do it. Pershing is still better.
Yeah, Sepha does have propaganda unlocked and 4 CPs, and he's getting some more experience now with Gren's killing rifles. He needs to... Oh no, he dropped a Shrek. Grab the Shrek, retreat. Very good, very good. Thank goodness for that. Phew!
There's a nice little grenade.
Get the King Tiger out. We might get to see KT versus Pershing. That would be hot.
Now, KT versus Pershing, then the Pershing would be on its heels, definitely. Although this Pershing is going to go right. Oh, hi! Hey! Is this where the party is? I heard there was a party over here. Oh, hey, I brought soda. That's basically what he just said when he busted through the hedge there.
I love how Sepha has been able to preserve this this fourth Ostwind, you know, by running it around in circles. He's still trying to bring it back to health.
And now here's some more Stuka action going on. I'm glad we saw Stuka in game. I think that's not built enough. It's a great little piece of artillery. Oh my gosh, right on the head of that Pershing. Yeah. Now he's down at 60% health. Looks like Kott's sort of... but he's bringing his units together. He's finally coalescing them right in front of the Axis base. I think maybe he smells victory, and that Vet 2 sniper is just a hair away from being Vet 3, which would make him a beast in this game, especially against Tier 2.
Yeah, Kott's looking to finish it. The Pershing is pushing forward. He's got 2 AT guns supporting him. The sniper's there. There's a nice rifle squad there. We see some some nades from the KCH over there. All guys stunned. And now they're going to run through and try to shred them. They're taking sniper shots like what? They actually focused the sniper there before they retreat, but sniper's fine. We've got flanking Grens coming out. It looked like they were trying to clear the AT guns. We've got crew repairs going, repairing both the AT and the Pershing.
Yeah, you know, these Knights Cross, I think Sepha, he's trying to, his Knights Cross, he's depending on them to do too much. They're kind of a force multiplier. He needs to bunch them up with some other units. He can't do that on his own. That's why they're not really achieving what I think he hopes they can achieve by themselves.
Yeah, and now he's reinforcing them. He's got a lot of manpower, more than he needs for the KT. But he's got to get some map presence back. He really needs to consolidate that left-hand side at least, but the big Pershing is there to say otherwise.
So now we got more combat here.
Shrek's on the Pershing, Ostwind on the rifles. Oh, Shrek still have to retreat. That damn sniper. Stuka firing again.
Oh, good hit! Finally a good hit. Yeah, now here we go. 2 squads of Knights Cross. That will do some work together. One alone, it's not enough to get the job done, but now it looks like he's going to use him to cap, because you're right, he does need pop cap, and a King Tiger would save his butt.
Yes, KT is unlocked, and these Knights Cross here raising this strat point should be able to give him the pop to bring it on the field.
We got a little bit of a...
doing a suicide run here. It's kind of a delay tactic.
Yeah, it's a chase. He's just trying to get the Pershing out of there, maybe? He's trying to get him out. Did he buy stickies? He might be right into the face of a sticky here.
Pershwin doing wicked damage. Might annihilate that rifle squad. They're down to one guy.
Oh, man. That's the end of that Oswin.
Nice micro by Cott to hide those rifles behind his upgraded supply yard. And the Pershing kills his first tank, but KT is on the field.
All right, now Seph's got a little bit of a chance here to do some damage. He's got to consolidate, be careful with these Knights Crossholders, and back up that King Tiger. He's smart enough to know it's not an I will win everything for you unit, but it's darn near close if you can just keep it supported.
Yep, these Knights Cross are hunting for AT guns. There's a forced retreat on one rifle squad, giving the Knights Cross a little more room to work. Double vet on the rifles as they kill a KCH with a grenade. KCH want to kill that rascally sniper. He's uncloaked and retreating on foot. They got to go through all sorts of bar fire and flames. Oh man, vet on the flame. Oh,
I think he picked the wrong target
MG
there.
MG might get him.
I think he should have gone off the AT gun.
Big Stuka shot though. Almost a direct hit on one AT gun, but he's crew repairing it, and so the Stuka did almost no damage. Those are two healthy AT guns. Pershing's on the
now
left,
we're going to see the front armor of this.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I'm really looking. Oh, now we got a Panzer IV backing up that KT, but you know what? Against two AT guns, that's not going to be the most helpful thing. He needs to put these Knights Cross back into the center of the field, and now he's showing his tail of that King Tiger to the AT gun. Get out of there!
Don't get sticky, KT. Go, go, go. Don't get sticky, KT. Go, go, go. And here it is.
Don't stop!
Pershing versus P4 and KT. The rifles are trying to throw it, but he's got a micro next to the tank and then throw it. He's just got him kind of on throw. And that doesn't usually work out so well. Although, there, they got the sticky off. Let's see if it damages the engine.
Oh, boy.
It does.
He's able, yeah, it does.
KT's already down to about 40%. Here come the Knights Cross back. They're fully reinforced.
This is the kind of support he needs to really win this engagement, is these KT backing up his two pieces of armor. That combined can really do some damage. We can annihilate these AT guns right here. Kott's got to get him out of there. Otherwise, they're not going to survive, and then he's going to have absolutely nothing to stop these two pieces of armor. Oh, my gosh, and now we've got Stuka rounds falling, too. Look at these KT. They're able to just run right through this machine gun fire.
I love that. Very brave. A very ineffective Stuka shot. I wish it had been a bit deeper. That P4 gets an award for balls, but they're going to bury him with it because he's down to the Pershing, who now has killed two tanks. Now, Cott has spent a lot of money on crew repairs. His ammo must be getting low.
It's 87. Yeah, he's pretty much out of time for that. You're not going to see that again.
Sepha's down to 56 VPs. He's going to have to do something to stop the drain.
Oh, man, this King Tiger is in desperate shape. It needs to get out of here. It's trying to gun that engine in full reverse. Oh, no! What's going on with the micro? He's turned it around the wrong way!
Oh, no!
Oh!
Triple vet 57. Look at those three 57s. Oh, that's a shame.
That is brutal. And now that sniper's going to try and help cover that retreat.
57 said, "We did our job. We out of here." Grens are chasing him, trying to get some revenge. The Pershing is still in great shape, and that looks like that will do it.
And now it's Seph is kind of caught in a situation where I don't think he has the resources to overcome anything with only 42 VPs to go. It's not an issue of skill, it's an issue of time.
Seph is caught. Like, caught is Seph, or like, is Seph caught, or is caught Seph?
Oh.
So witty. You're so witty, Yoink.
You're so smart. You're so charming.
I love it. Seph is caught. That's classic. So Knights Cross with their last hurrah. Getting the F out of there. Up. Sniper just chilling in the background, picking off 18 dudes, sitting on triple vet. What in the world? Sepha.
Is he trying to lay?
Oh, man. He thinks this is TF2, and you can, like, just drop a mine, like you're an engineer and drop a mine behind a tank. Oh, and that's GG!
Oh, wow.
Come on, 5 in a row. Let's see it, Budweiser.
They're losing
Allies
territory.
win.
Still some gameplay, Ami.
Yeah, well, Seph likes to GG and then not quit, so he's talking about
Right.
his wear play and how it slipped a bit. We get to see another Sherman on the field, but it's a question of seconds now as his 19 VPs tick slowly off. I have to commend both players for putting on a hell of a fantastic Sunday Night Fight show. I think this has been one of the cleanest, most polished shows with just consistently 5 good games in a row. I cannot complain.
Yeah, you know, it's sometimes it's difficult to find two opponents of absolutely equal skill who actually are having a good day. You know, both of them feel good. They've got enough rest. They're on the ball. They show us really good games. I mean, this was some of the most exciting matchups I've seen, really in a very, very long time. So, commendations to the SNF staff for getting this game lined up, and for Sepha and Kot to play it. Boy, this is really exciting. Oh, we got double Shreks lying in the field now in the center. Oh, as things slowly wrap up for another great Sunday night.
Yeah, Kot didn't want to lose his precious 21-kill triple vet sniper there on the tree, and sure enough, Lady Luck favored him, and the sniper survived. As the last VPs tick out, thank you, viewers. Get to see
Attention.
great armor
The enemy
company, big,
advances.
huge tanks, PE, Brits,
Our base is under
Amis
attack.
there. Got to see it all tonight, folks. This was an epic marathon of Sunday night fights, 5 games. So, just biggest thanks to our players, Sepha and Kot. And Yoink, any last words?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that Allies 5-0 tonight?
It is Allies 5-0. So our fans are just gonna have to wait to see. Don't play that video, Budweiser. I want them to wait. I want the player to play Axis and earn it. Earn that Axis wins video. You just have to wait for that one. And I'm gonna find you, Yoink. Seriously, we're gonna meet up in LA. I arrive on the 30th, and we're gonna hook up and we're gonna do something cool for our COH community. So thank you everybody for coming out and view it. You know, hype us up, tell your friends, post in the threads, just bump them, talk about how crappy we are. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Bump our threads, give us some sugar, and we'll try to keep this good thing going.
All right, I agree, Ami. It's been a great night of Sunday Night Fights. Again, thank you to all our viewers and everyone on the Sunday Night Fight staff. I had a great time. So, Ami, take us out.
On behalf of Budweiser, Biosparks, and all of our support staff, that was Yoink, and I'm Ami Politsai Funk. We wish you all a very good night.